Hello everyone and welcome back to another DaNSkills video. Today we have got another Match of the Day magazine video. In this magazine we have got shock transfers, the 10 huge deals set to stun footy this summer. We've got primary fun, women's footy, gaming tips and fresh drop of bling boots. Are they the coolest ever? Well, we'll find out. We've also got UCL semi-final time, so we'll be making our predictions between Villarreal, Liverpool, Man City, Real Madrid. What a Champions League this is going to be. Before we get into the video, can you please drop a like and subscribe? I'd really appreciate that, guys. And even if you can, please share it to all your friends so a new viewer that has never ever seen my channel before can see it and hopefully enjoy my content. We've also got a new series where we're reviewing World Cup footballs from 1930 to 2022. The Tiento ball and the T-model ball is out, first half and second half 1930. The Fairdale 102 ball is out as well, so go check all three of them videos out. The next video will be a very interesting one, the Coupe du Monde 1938 in France. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. Let's open the packs to start off with. Bayern Munich midfielder. Marcel Sabitzer, man of the match. He transferred from RB Leipzig for £45 million last summer. Great signing from Bayern Munich. They've got Leon Goretzka, Kimmich in the 4-2-3-1 formation that they play. If Goretzka gets injured, well, Marcel Sabitzer will be there to fill in the spot. A quality attacking player. Attacking centre mid, he could be a number 10 at times, and a winger and a CDM. Very versatile player and a very quality one. Great pickup from Bayern Munich. He's been given 67 defence, 90 attack. A Lazio midfielder. Lucas Leiva, signature style. This CDM used to play for Liverpool back under the Jurgen Klopp reign in 2015-16 season. I believe he was very good in that season. Felipe Coutinho was on the team. Simon Mignolet was in goals. They had Skirtle, Mamadou Sakho. I think they had Luis Suarez at that time as well. What a team Liverpool used to be. Now they're way better under Jurgen Klopp. Made them Champions League winning team, Premier League winning team, Carabao Cup winning team, maybe FA Cup as well against Chelsea. He's at Lazio now, Lucas Leiva. He's 33 years old. He's going to retire maybe next season or in 2 years. He's under Maurizio Sarri, former Chelsea boss, Italian. Doing decently, but they got knocked out of Europe, which isn't the greatest thing against Porto. He's been given 82 defence, 60 attack. Atletico Madrid forward. Starburst João Felix. Every single person talks about João Felix transferring for that big £150 million. Bear in mind, he's only a 19-year-old at that time, balling out for Benfica in the Liga NOS. Scoring goals, winning titles, winning cups, but not winning the Champions League. Transferred to Atletico, he's still not going to win the Champions League because Atletico lost 1-0 on aggregate to Manchester City. But you can't argue, Man City, great team. When Suarez retires, João Felix will be their new striker up front alongside Angel Correa, who was a winger, but he's been made into a striker, which is amazing. He's been given 43 defence, 87 attack. A Lille midfielder, Jonathan Ikone. Again, another team that's been knocked out of Europe by Chelsea. Ikone, a quick, skillful player, and on the other side of the pitch at left wing, we've got Jonathan Bamba, quicker, even stronger, and very skillful. Ikone has been at Lille for some time, and I think it's time for him to move to another French club like Marseille or Lyon. Lille at the moment are not getting Europa League or Champions League spots. I believe they're in 9th place. For a team like Lille, they should be outperforming, doing absolutely amazing in the league, the cups. The Champions League, they got to the round of 16, which is a great achievement for the team. Icona has been given 30 defence and 76 attack. Juventus forward, Moise Kean. Everywhere he goes, he's amazing. Well, if he's not in an Everton shirt, he's amazing everywhere else. Because in an Everton shirt, he just struggles. He's been loaned out from PSG now to Juventus. He's not playing for Juventus, obviously. Dybala playing, but I think he's going to go to Tottenham Hotspurs. Federico Chiesa. You've also got Bernardeschi on the front line. You've got ballers in this Juventus team. Moise Kean kind of fit in the team. For me, he just needs more strength. He needs more clinical finishing and speed, most importantly. For Italy, he does very well. But he can't show this in the 2022 World Cup, as they've been knocked out by North Macedonia in the qualifiers. Surprising. He's been given 29 defence and 76 attack. Second pack. Atletico Madrid midfielder. We have got man of the match, Marcus Llorente. Again, very versatile player. He could play centre mid. He could play left mid, left wing, right mid, right wing. He could play at cam. He could play as a fullback. He could even play up front. Very versatile, and I really like Marcus Llorente as a player. In the season where Atletico Madrid beat Liverpool in the round of 16 of the Champions League with an Alvaro Morata 120th minute goal to seal the 4-2 win, after 2 errors from Adrian, where Llorente punished both of them. That season, Llorente scored about 14 goals, got about 11 assists, and in that season he played as a centre mid, but he was a holding centre mid, a box-to-box centre mid, and he scored about, he got 26 goals and assists in one season, 25 even. What a player. This season, for me, Atletico Madrid was struggling in the Champions League. Against City, they were just very aggressive, but under Diego Simeone, this is what you expect. The fight at the end of the City game was just short of disgraceful, really, because Atletico Madrid in that time could have been getting the equaliser. Anyways, Juventus has been given 74 defence and 87 attack. Celtic midfielder. Kyogo Furuhashi, mega value. The Japanese winger. Celtic have become a team where they've signed lots of Japanese players, and it seems to be working out as they are top of the Scottish Premiership. Rangers in second, surprisingly. How are they not first? Because Rangers in the semi-finals of the Europa League, but that's what they're concentrating on. Furuhashi has got this flair about him. His skill and his shooting is just on point. A superb player for Celtic. Also plays midfield for them. Plays as a number 10. Plays as centre mid. Just again a very technical, good at set pieces. Could take a corner, could take a pen, take a free kick. Celtic look like they're running away with the Premiership, the Scottish Premiership. They've been given 35 defence, 71 attack. Liverpool midfielder. Harvey Elliott squad update. Most Liverpool fans know, well, every single Liverpool fan should know that terrible injury where Harvey Elliott broke his leg. He was out for the whole season. Probably done something to his ligaments or his tendons in his knee or wherever. He broke his leg though. Very bad for a 19-year-old who was balling out for Liverpool. A local, came from the academy. Came on his return in the FA Cup against Cardiff City and scored an amazing goal off the knee into the bottom corner. Keeper had no chance. Harvey Elliott, a great prospect. Against Chelsea, where they won 11-10 on penalties, Harvey Elliott needed to score. All the pressure was on him, but a 19-year-old, you don't expect him to score because of the composure. But his composure to put the penalty in the net, very good from him. He's been given 51 defence, 72 attack. The Bayern Munich forward, Eric Maxim Choupo-Moting. He played for PSG, now he's at Bayern Munich. Obviously he's not going to play when you've got Robert Lewandowski, 40 to 50 goal striker every single season. Choupo-Moting is just a backup. He's 32 years old, past his prime, probably. He did make that amazing goal line clearance, I think it was against Nantes in the French league. The ball's going in, Choupo-Moting just let it out, and that could have been a goal for PSG, but he just let it out. Great goal line clearance from him, but it happens. Right now for Bayern, yeah, he's just on the bench, but when he gets a chance to play in the German Cup, for me, he plays very well. He moves well, he's like a target man for the team. He drops in and out, he plays a ball out for the wingers like Kingsley Coman, Musiala, Sane, and they get onto it. He makes a run again and he scores a tap-in. He's been given 31 defence and 73 attack. Juventus midfielder, Federico Bernardeschi. We were talking about him when we had the card of Moise Kean. Bernardeschi playing. Italian, again, Italy never made it to the World Cup, and 2 World Cups in a row qualifiers, they never made it. The 2018 qualifiers, it was with Gianluigi Buffon. Now he's 42 years old. He's not going to ever play for them ever again. He plays for Parma right now. They are 20th in the Serie A. Bernardeschi though, superb technical player. He could take a set piece for you. Not better than James Ward-Prowse. For me, James Ward-Prowse and a lot of English fans is probably the best set piece specialist in the world right now. Bernardeschi, he's a bit inconsistent at times for Juventus. Chiesa is one of their most important players. Morata as well. Dybala, he plays on the left side. Bernardeschi, he could play at cam as well. He could even play left wing back or right wing back. So when one of your full-backs are injured, Alexandro, Cuadrado, you could just put Bernardeschi in that position and he will thrive. He's been given 58 defence and 75 attack. Let's get into the magazine. Hype. UCL crunch time. Fantastic Four. This is it, readers. The Champions League is about to get even tastier now that we know he was in the semi-finals. English teams have a great chance of lifting the trophy again. But first, Liverpool and Man City must overcome some strong Spanish opposition. We're so hyped for this. My hype rating out of 10. How pumped are you for the UCL semis? Well, if Chelsea was there, it'd be 1 million. But I'll say 9 out of 10. I'm pretty pumped for these amazing fixtures we've got ahead on the 26th, 27th of April, the first leg, 3rd and 4th May, second leg. Let's predict the semis. Man City versus Real Madrid, Liverpool versus Villarreal. For me, this is a close one. Man City versus Real Madrid. Man City this season have looked shaky at times in defence and attack, not breaking through defences which are leaving lots of space for them. But they've also showed quality under Pep Guardiola. In the Champions League, they have showed some superb quality with teams like Atletico Madrid holding a 1-0 aggregate win. Also play compact in the middle, and when they're in possession, they play out wide. They've got something that Johan Cruyff did at Ajax as manager, or it was Barcelona. If your centre-back goes bombing forward, well, a centre-mid will drop into that position, make it a free at the back, while that wing-back or centre-back is bombing forward into the attack. And if he loses the ball, that centre-mid's covering the position. They play wide, in possession, compact, out of possession. Great team, Man City, but they have got Real Madrid against them. Again, a very, with experience, a great team, compact, organised, with all the experience we've got in defence, attack, midfield. Against Chelsea, for example, in the quarter-finals, Chelsea should have won that game. They did 3-2, but not enough, 5-4 on aggregate for Real Madrid. But they showed their defensive qualities, compact, never let absolutely anything through, and they counter-attacked when they got the ball back, because Chelsea was pushing men forward because they were losing 3-2. They needed that late goal to maybe take it to penalties. Never happened. Modric, Kroos keeping a nice compact area in the midfield and counter-attacking when the chance comes. Marcelo, very experienced. You got Thibaut Courtois leading the defence. You got David Alaba and Eder Militao on the younger side, but he's a quality defender. Obviously, Karim Benzema has scored 38 goals in 38 games, which is an impressive record. In the La Liga, I believe he scored that. But he's probably scored about 45 goals this season. I'm going to predict the final aggregate score. First leg, it'll be 3-1 to Real Madrid. Thinking Benzema's going to score 2, Eder Militao from a corner, Phil Foden for Man City. Second leg, 2-0 to Man City, which makes it 3-3 on aggregate. But I've got to say this, I think Real Madrid will get through. 5-4 on pens. I've got to say, I'm sorry, Man City. I really want an English team to get through, but with Real Madrid organisation and Karim Benzema in the front line, it will be a very hard game for you. So Real Madrid are through to the final. On pens, Liverpool versus Villarreal. I want Villarreal to maybe pull up a shock, but I really want Liverpool and Real Madrid to be in the final. So I'm going to say first leg, 3-2 to Liverpool. Second leg, 3-0. Villarreal just won't have the quality to get forward, and they won't defend very well. Liverpool's a very dominant team in possession with the passing. Yeah, Villarreal, with Unai Emery, with his tactical masterclass against Bayern Munich, you've got to give it to him. Unai Emery failed at Arsenal. He's gone to Villarreal, who really aren't the best team in La Liga. They're 4th or 5th best team. Well, probably 5th because of Sevilla. But they've done amazing to get into the Champions League semi-finals. So yeah, 6-2 an aggregate to Liverpool. And the final will be Liverpool versus Real Madrid, which is a game that was played in 2018. Real Madrid destroyed Liverpool 3-1. Gareth Bale, bicycle kick, and then a blunder from Karius, and then Karim Benzema scored after Karius just passed him the ball. This time I think an English club will win the Champions League once again. Be a hard one, obviously. Liverpool against Real Madrid. But in the end, Liverpool are going to win 2-1. Salah being the hero. My UCL match report. Pick one of the two semis and fill in below. Team Man City versus Real Madrid. And the goal scorers, the full-time aggregate score I said would be 3-3, but Real Madrid win on penalties. So the goal scorers for City in both legs, Foden in the first leg, and then 2 goals, KDB. And since Gabriel Jesus scored 4 goals against Watford, I think he'll score in the second leg. Goal scorers for Real Madrid. 3 goals in the first leg is enough for them to win the game. Vinny Jr. and 2 from Benzema. You just can't stop this man this season. He just scores and scores. 40, 45 goals this season. Not more than Lewandowski. But, I mean, he's a great striker at 34 years old after Ronaldo took over him because he was in the shadow of Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo scored about 200 goals for Real Madrid in the 4 to 5 years he was there. Benzema was just always under him, not scoring as many, not performing as well. But when Ronaldo left, he became captain and just became a superb player. The date for both legs is I think it was 26th of April. And then second leg would be 3rd of May. Kick-off time is always 8 o'clock. And I'm not sure who the referee is. The man of the match from this game altogether, from the aggregate score, Benzema, assisting Vinicius Junior's goal and scoring 2. The match highlights: City miss a penalty in the dying moments to make them get to the final. Real Madrid dominate it with possession and passing and scoring. Pep has a tactical mess. City get unlucky. And in the second leg, Ferland Mendy gets a red. Hype. The coolest things in footy right now. My hype rating. How highly do you rate Leah Williamson? 8. Breaking news. Leader Leah. Guess what? Arsenal defender Leah Williamson is new England captain, meaning she will lead the Lionesses at Euro 2022. The previous skipper, Man City Steph Houghton, has been injured a lot and Leah stepped up in her place. 10-second guide to Williamson. Age 25. Club Arsenal. England caps 23. Trophies 1. Women's Super League. FA Cup 2. Continental Cup 2. She Believes Cup and Arnold Clark Cup. A great centre-back as Steph Houghton has been injured a lot recently and City have struggled without her. Hype. Fresh drop. Bling boots. Ever seen a pair of footy boots with shiny bright crystals popping off from the design? Nah, neither had we until Adidas dropped these sick Predator Edge limited editions with diamond makers Swarovski. Expect to see them sparkle on the pitch soon. Shine bright. Players like Jude Bellingham, Paul Pogba and Tony Duggan will be wearing these. How sick are these boots? Rating of 10. Just imagine how expensive these will be. They are the normal Predators, usually a black Predator with the stripes on the side, red, white and blue. But this time they've just made the same design with different colours and with gold in nearly everywhere you look. I mean, the stripes this time, Adidas stripes, have got gold, like crystals, which is absolutely unbelievable. Poster, N'Golo Kante for Chelsea. A very loyal player for Chelsea Football Club. Been here since Leicester won the 2015-16 Premier League title, which was a massive surprise. On the last day, Chelsea versus Tottenham, Hazard scored that famous goal that sent Tottenham fans, which broke their hearts really, because If they won that game, they would have won the Premier League title for a first time since 1960s or 70s, probably even earlier than that. N'Golo Kante then joined Chelsea after a very good season with Leicester City. Right now, he could be injury prone at times, but when he's on the pitch, you could see how much better Chelsea play with his energetic, with his fitness, with his passing. In the past few years, managers starting from Maurizio Sarri have used Kante as a more of an attacking player. Thomas Tuchel's kept this going. Kante, as you can see in matches now, he goes up the pitch more and he seems to be scoring and assisting, which for a central defensive midfielder is good. And Antonio Conte in his 2016-17 team used Kante as a more defensive option. So Cesc Fabregas can be a box-to-box and stay at the edge of the box, and if he picks up all the scraps, and he was great at shots back in the day. And Nemanja Matic as well, he could be another option. Kante was just in and out the team, rotation. Now he was just a crucial player for Chelsea. Jarrod Bowen, West Ham. They're number 20, who plays up front, on the wings, and number 10. He has been on fire recently. I think he scored 4 goals in 3 games. West Ham don't look likely that they will be getting a Champions League spot, but they will be getting a Europa League or Europa Conference League. West Ham could do the impossible, beat Frankfurt, and either be against Leipzig or Rangers in the final, and if they win that game, they will be in the Champions League next season. From a team a few years ago in the relegation zone, from now being contenders for the Europa League and maybe next year in the Champions League if they win the Europa League, absolutely unbelievable. And Jarrod Bowen's played a massive part with his speed, his technical ability, his shooting more importantly. He cuts inside and he just has a shot at goal. Most of the time, it is a goal from Jarrod Bowen. A very strong team. Declan Rice, if anyone wants to sign him, you need to be a very rich club. About £120 million for him. What? Who plays where? Do you know which clubs play home games at some of England's most iconic football grounds? Number 1, it's either Everton, Chelsea or Crystal Palace. It's not Chelsea because it doesn't have the shed end. It's not Crystal Palace, a very big stadium. Everton is my answer. 2, Brentford, Man United or Arsenal. It looks like Old Trafford to me. I'd say that's Old Trafford, Manchester United. 3, West Ham, Burnley and Aston Villa. This will be easier when you could see little clues in everything, in every single one of these photos. In this one, AV, it's Aston Villa. It would have been West Ham, Burnley or Aston Villa, and it is Aston Villa. 4, it's Liverpool, Watford and Arsenal. Another small detail I could see is in here, and you could see the game. It has someone versus Man City, and the team that's first is its home stadium, and it looks like Arsenal Stadium. Out of Liverpool and Watford, yeah, it's definitely Arsenal's. 5, Sunderland, Bournemouth or Southampton. This is for sure the Stadium of Light, a very legendary stadium. Been through a lot, been through the Premier League, the Championship, League One. How have Sunderland done this? 6, Notts County, Leeds and Newcastle. Chelsea versus Newcastle. I was actually at this game, if it's the game I'm thinking about. 3-0 to Chelsea. Reece James with 2 goals and Jorginho from the penalty spot. I know this because that big screen in the corner is definitely St James's Park. And I was there. I've been at St James's Park 2 or 3 times. 7, Coventry, Man City or Brighton. Definitely not Coventry when it looks like a 60,000 capacity stadium. Definitely not Brighton. It's Man City because I see John Stones in the home kit. So Man City. 8, West Brom, Millwall, Birmingham. Again, another small detail. In the corner I could see West Bromwich. So it's West Brom. 9, last one. Fulham, Nottingham Forest or Tottenham. It's not Fulham, not Forest, and it's got Tottenham's kind of colour. So Tottenham. And they don't really have a name for their stadium. It's just called Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Let's look at the answers now. 1 is A, correct. 2 is B, correct. 3 is C, correct. 4 is C, correct. 5 is A, correct. 6 is C, correct. 7 is B, correct. 8 is A, correct. And 9 is C. 9 out of 9. Very good. Wilfried Zaha, Crystal Palace. Lots of people have been making fun of him because he's been missing penalties against Norwich and he's been having anger issues like with Tanganga and just kicking out after someone fouls him or just say something to him. But the Ivory Coast winger, he was born in England, he chose the Ivory Coast. If we had him for England, he probably would have started for the World Cup. Is it only me or whatever? Wilfried Zaha is a very important player for Crystal Palace, as you can tell. He's been there since 2015. He came from the Championship or League One, and he's just balled out for them since then. He just gets red cards, and his temper is just the only bad thing about Wilfried Zaha. He's got the speed, the dribbling, the close control, the shooting. Maybe lacks composure in the final third at times. But under Patrick Vieira, former Arsenal centre mid, Crystal Palace have been going only up and up. They did get knocked out of the FA Cup semi-finals by Chelsea, but getting to the semi-finals, superb for Crystal Palace. They did get to the finals of the FA Cup in 2016-17, or it was the year before that. They lost 1-0 to Man United with a Wayne Rooney goal. I mean, great for Crystal Palace. This looks very good. Top 10 shock transfers. Have you heard? Ronaldo's joining Lincoln on a free. Now we're messing, but here are 10 mad deals that could be about to go down. Number 10, Memphis Depay to Tottenham from Barcelona. For £32 million as his price tag. The Transfer Spy says Xavi's rebuild at Barca isn't funded with shirt buttons, so I've heard he might sacrifice Memphis to save up some vital pennies. Spurs are sniffing about and thinks he's fit their new vibe. Whispers is all at it now. Shock rating, only 1.5 out of 5. Memphis Depay should join either Tottenham or Newcastle United. I really want him to go to Newcastle United and I think it will happen. Newcastle have offered £60 million for Memphis Depay. So I want him to join Newcastle. I just like Newcastle as a club because with the fans, and now they've got an amazing takeover so they could sign anyone. Number 9, Paul Pogba from United to PSG. The Transfer Spy says, oh no, not this one again. On a serious note, PP has actually had some big offers coming through, particularly from PSG. He's tempted but has the heart set on a move back to Italy with Juventus. It will be huge either way. Shock rating, 1 out of 5. Pogba should join, and he's there for free. So, I said Ronaldo to Lincoln City. Paul Pogba could be going to Lincoln City as well. Pogba should be joining either PSG, Juventus, Los Blancos in Real Madrid, Barcelona. Anyone could sign this guy. Barcelona don't really need money to sign him, only just because of the wages and signing bonus. He should join Real Madrid. With Toni Kroos, Luka Modric aging. I know Paul Pogba's 28 years old, but with Toni Kroos, Luka Modric aging, we could be seeing Paul Pogba and Federico Valverde in the midfield. Valverde, the Uruguayan centre-mid, superb talent. Paul Pogba is not playing for Man United, even though he's one of their highest earning players, which just blows my mind. Mino Raiola is his agent, so if you just give him pennies as his wage, he will kick you out. He will not want that. He will want about 300k wages for Paul Pogba. We should go to Real Madrid. 8. Vivian Miedema from Arsenal to Barcelona. The transfer spy says, Super Viv has had no secret of the fact she is ambitious to win the Champions League, and Barca have identified her as their top summer target. I think this is only going to end one way. Sorry, Arsenal fans. Shock rating, 2.5 stars. Miedema should join Barcelona. What a signing that will be. Imagine Vivian Miedema and Putellas up front. Putellas won the Ballon d'Or, top scorer in the Champions League. Miedema and her up front will just be the dream duo up front. If this happens though, Arsenal fans, you're not going to win the league title next season, you're not going to win the FA Cup, and you're definitely not going to win the Champions League. Sorry. Kylian Mbappe, 7. PSG to Real Madrid. The transfer spy says, Mbappe is too busy scoring goals to make a decision on his future right now, but a little birdie's assured me a deal to Spain could be on. This wouldn't be much of a shock. He's been flirting with a move there for Yunks. Shock rating, 2 out of 5. Mbappe should join Real Madrid on a free transfer. It's unbelievable. Real Madrid had 2 decisions, to either sign him for about £150 million or get him free on the summer. Fun fact about Kylian Mbappe, when he was younger, 10 years old, he actually went to Chelsea Football Academy to try and get into the academy, become a professional footballer. Chelsea rejected him though because he couldn't defend, but he was playing up front. He had absolutely everything, shooting, passing, dribbling, desire and everything, but they just rejected him because he never had defending abilities and physical, which is absolutely unbelievable because look at him now. He will become the best striker. Number 6, Romelu Lukaku from Chelsea to Inter Milan. Did I just see that price tag right? £97.5 million. What? The transfer spy says Rom cost the Blues £97.5 million last summer, and let's be honest, he's not been worth £97.5 million so far. My source in Italy reckons he's trying to get a move back there for the exact same price. I've never seen anything like it. Shock rating, 3.5. Shocked rating. Lukaku should join PSG, Inter Milan. I'm going to be sneaky here. I know he has a desire to go back to Inter Milan. He should join PSG. With Kylian Mbappe looking like he will definitely leave. Well, he is going to leave because his contract will run out. Romelu Lukaku can replace him. No, he's not as quick, but he will do. He's not even worth £97.5 million. For me, he's probably worth about £40 million or £30 million the way he's playing for Chelsea right now. Thomas Tuchel has benched him nearly every single game since he took 7 touches against Crystal Palace. 4. Lionel Messi, PSG to Inter Miami. The transfer spy says, this is just the American club's owner David Beckham dreaming. So it would be a big shock if Leo headed to the MLS. He did once say though, I always had the dream of being able to enjoy the experience of living in the United States. Shock rating, 4.5 stars. Messi should join. He could go to Newcastle. He could go to Inter Miami. But I really want to see him in a Barcelona shirt again. It probably won't happen, but I really want to see him in a Barcelona shirt again. People say he's had a terrible season, but actually, in the league, 4 goals, which isn't the best, but 13 assists. Same in the Champions League. He's had about 2 goals. He could have had 3 if you put that penalty past Thibaut Courtois. But yeah, 2 goals in the Champions League and maybe about 2 or 3 assists. So it's not the worst season from Lionel Messi, but he has obviously done better in past seasons. 5. Erling Haaland. So I forgot one here. Borussia Dortmund to Man City. The transfer spy says, the Bundesliga Terminator picks a Prem. I think Man City fans will get ants in their pants of excitement. Should he choose life at the Etihad? Pep Guardiola is pushing hard to make him his star summer signing. Trust me. Shock rating, 3 out of 5. Haaland should join. I think he should join either Real Madrid, Barcelona. I don't want him to go to Man City because I've got someone else in mind that could go to Manchester City, and I'm expecting to see him in these top 4 picks. He's not going to go to Real Madrid because how will Real Madrid just get Kylian Mbappe, Erling Haaland? He could go to PSG instead of Lukaku. I could change Lukaku's easier. He won't go to the Serie A. He might be a snake and go to Bayern Munich. I wouldn't be surprised to replace Robert Lewandowski. You know what, I'm going to do it. This will be a snake move. But Bayern Munich will be his next team. If Lewandowski goes to Man City, or if he goes to Barca, Real Madrid, PSG, wherever he's going to go, someone needs to replace him. It's easy just to get Erling Haaland from your own league, who has been proven very well in that league. So he'll keep scoring for Bayern Munich, hopefully. Robert Lewandowski to Barcelona from Bayern Munich. Transfer Spy says, Bobby's agent, Pini Zahavi, met up with Nou Camp Chiefs a few weeks back because Leo was looking for a new challenge before his Bayern Munich contract expires next summer. Would it be an epic signing? Absolutely. Shock rating, 4 out of 5. Leo should join. First off, will Barca have the money to sign him because they're about £1 billion in debt and they're still paying wages, they're still signing lots of players, which is, for me, very surprising. He could go to PSG, he could go to Juventus, Inter Milan, but he definitely won't go to the Serie A. Oops, I've dropped my pen. But he could go anywhere with the calibre of a player he is. He could go to any team in the world. He's only costing £65 million or over. He's a quality player, obviously. This season, about 50 goals. Amazing. But let's just not talk more and just say who's going to sign for. But I really want to go for Newcastle. I'm sorry. I'm just going to go for Newcastle. This is very surprising. No one expected me to say this. But I think Lewandowski should go to Newcastle. They've got the money. And I said they're going to sign Memphis Depay. Memphis Depay could play cam, right wing, left wing. So that will not be a problem. Lewandowski up front. Number 2, Bukayo Saka, Arsenal or Liverpool. £130 million price tag. The Transfer Spy says, keep your eye on this one, readers. Bukayo loves Arsenal, but with the top 4 chances in the balance, Liverpool attempted to try turn his head using UCL footy as bait. This would rock the red half of North London for sure. Shock rating, 4.5 stars. Saka should join. Liverpool, Inter Milan, Juventus, Milan, PSG. Arsenal are going to get Champions League footy this season, I am sure of it. Tottenham are dropping points against the likes of Brentford, Brighton. This shouldn't be happening, and I think they dropped points against Southampton as well. These stuff shouldn't be happening to Tottenham. They should be winning these games and getting in the top 4. Seems like Arsenal are getting in top 4 after beating United 3-1, Chelsea 4-2, but they did slip up in 2 of their games as well. It's an amazing Premier League season. It's between City and Liverpool, who's going to win the title, top 4, Arsenal, Tottenham, maybe even West Ham. Man United, obviously, as well. And the relegation fodder. Burnley or Everton getting relegated. It's between them two. I think Burnley will get out of relegation on the last day of the season. And heartbreak for Everton fans. Saka should join. I think he should try a new challenge and go to Inter. Inter Milan for me have amazing defence, amazing keeper even though Handanovic is ageing, incredible midfield, incredible players up front. Wingers just lack a bit for me. Bukayo Saka will definitely be a perfect option for Inter Milan. Inter Milan are a defensive team like most Serie A teams because they're built in to defend. Like Nesta, Maldini, lots of amazing centre-backs from Italy playing in the Serie A. Number 1, Harry Kane, £150 million price tag. And Tottenham to Man United. The transfer spy says, a move to Man United doesn't make sense unless they get a UCL spot and Tottenham don't. So this rumour may not last. But if Harry did leave Spurs for Old Trafford, it would send shockwaves through the beautiful game. Shock rating, 5. Kane should join. This is a big debate. Could join anyone in the world, like Lewandowski I said about earlier. He could join anyone, any football club in the world with his quality as a footballer and as a striker and scoring goals, which is the most important thing about one. He is a target man, and I was thinking to get him at Manchester City, but will he fit their system as a target man? I think he will. Kane makes mixed runs. He's not only a target man, he makes runs in behind, he plays deep at times, he just stays forward most of the time, but he sometimes plays as a false 9. He could play as absolutely anything and he still gets a goal. Even if he's playing terrible in one game, he still will come up with a goal. For sure, it's Harry Kane. Let's hope he'll score the winning goal in the World Cup final. Bit optimistic, but let's see. Christian Eriksen, Brentford. The Euros seemed not long ago. It was last year or 2 years ago. I believe it was last year because they postponed it from 2020 to 2021 late. Christian Eriksen against Finland, where they lost 1-0 because of a Pojan Palo goal. Something was more important than just Finland winning. It was Christian Eriksen. He had a cardiac arrest in the middle of the game and he had to retire for a couple of months, maybe 6 or 7 months, and the footy world just missed him until he transferred from Inter Milan to Brentford. Brentford signing a player like Christian Eriksen, you wouldn't expect it, but they pulled it off and he's doing absolutely amazing. Christian Eriksen has still got the fitness even after he hasn't played for 6 or 7 months, and he had a health condition at that time as well. Scored against Chelsea, had assists against Arsenal. They drew to Tottenham and Christian Eriksen was explaining how he hopes Tottenham get in the Champions League and how happy he was to play against players that he did with like a couple of years ago when he was at Spurs. That's when he was in his prime. At Brentford, he's keeping them up, probably, with his set piece. And, Brentford as a team, they've got Ivan Toney and Mbuemo, Rico Henry, David Raya. Already a great squad. Make it even better with Eriksen. But they play the money ball. Brentford do. With signing players. Flint for Leicester. She's a forward, and when you look at the stats, they're very underwhelming. 18 games, 2 goals. Well, I'll tell you why. Leicester are fighting a relegation battle, like Sean Dyche once said for Burnley until he got sacked. But they're fighting a relegation battle with Birmingham City, who are bottom. I think it was 12th or 10th. I can't remember how many teams. I think there was 12 teams. Leicester 11th. And then Everton are 10th. So a relegation battle between all of them. Leicester, for me, look like they're going to go down. Got battered 9-0 by Chelsea. They got battered 5 or 6-0 by Arsenal. And they're just not enjoying the football because they're getting battered every single game. They've got some great players. Some great English players. They're just not using it as much, and they need to try sign some players. What it takes with Grace Clinton. Exclusive interview. Everton Women's Wonder Kid speaks to motd Mag about the 5 things it takes to go pro. Fact file. Full name, Grace Clinton. Born on the 19th of March 2003, age 19. Club Everton, country England, position attacking midfielder, preferred foot right. Enjoyment. Grace says, I loved playing football when I was younger, with my brothers and sisters in the garden. My dad would do some drills with me too. He loves Steven Gerrard, but if I was to pick someone who I look up to, I'd say Caroline Weir. She's unbelievable. 2. Self-belief. Grace says, I think football is 90% of my game and 10% how good you are. When I was on trial for Everton, I didn't really get nervous because I just loved football and was there to have fun. As long as my mindset was right, I knew I could make it. 3. Resilience. Grace says, resilience is key in football. Football is an opinions game and it's important not to take anything to heart. Don't let anyone knock your confidence. And if anything, you should use rejection and other experiences as more fuel to just keep working harder. 4. Hard work. Grace says, if a player can't do both attacking and defensive work, then they're only half a player. I'm an attacking midfielder now, but when I was younger, I'd play anywhere the coach told me to. I worked hard on my footwork, dribbling, and then settled in a position I loved. 5. Nutrition. Grace says, for a snack, most days I'll have yoghurt and some nuts, but if I'm ever craving something, I'll never stop myself. I love chocolate. My favourite is Dairy Milk's marvellous creations with a nice cup of tea. Luis Suarez, Atletico Madrid. Another fun fact, well, not a very fun fact, 2 actually. Barcelona let go of Luis Suarez because he was too old, 34 years old. Messi was 34 years old as well, probably a bit younger in months. But why would you let go one of the world's best strikers in Luis Suarez? Because he's just too old. That's, for me, unbelievable. Another fun fact, Atletico Madrid won the league. They were playing against Rayo Vallecano. When they won the league, they were celebrating, and meanwhile, Vallecano got relegated to the 2nd division of Spain, which is pretty heartbreaking for Rayo Vallecano. Same game, Atletico Madrid won the title. Luis Suarez was the centre of that. 23 goals last season with about 3 assists or 4 assists. Quality player. In his Liverpool days, people were saying he will become the best striker of all time, which hasn't happened. But in his prime, one of the best strikers in the world. He did bite Chiellini, and for Ajax he bit someone from PSV, but he's just gone from that now. Also, there's lots of fun facts about Luis Suarez. I mean, against Ghana where he handballed it. If Ghana scored, they'd get into the World Cup. And they missed it. Luis Suarez got a red card for it as well. 2 players tried to clear it off the line, but Suarez was the one that touched it first. Suarez, unbelievable player, cracking player. 90-second quiz. I believe the first one I've done from these, I beat it by a second. The second one I did, I lost it by 4 or 5 seconds. So let's see if we could beat it this time. You've got 90 seconds to tackle footy's greatest quiz. Ready? Steady? Go. 1. How many times have Arsenal won the FA Cup? 9, 3, 14 or 11? They've won it 14 times. 2. Which English club last won the Champions League? Chelsea, Man United, Liverpool or City? Chelsea. 3. Atletico Madrid striker Luis Suarez is from which country? Colombia, Uruguay, Argentina or Spain? Uruguay. 4. Which of these is PSG defender Marquinhos? A, B, C or D? D. 5. Who scored the most goals for Liverpool since joining the club? Salah, Firmino, Mane or Jota? Salah. 6. England defender Conor Cody is captain of which Prem club? Norwich, Wolves, Leeds or Burnley? Wolves. 7. Which 4 ballers all play for which national team? Brazil, Colombia, Portugal, Mexico? Felix, Bruno Fernandes, Bernardo Silva, Ronaldo? Portugal. 8. Which of these German clubs has Kevin De Bruyne played for? Bayern Munich, Bayer Leverkusen, Wolfsburg, Augsburg? Wolfsburg. 9. Aaron Ramsey plays for which Scottish club? Celtic, St Mirren, Hearts or Rangers? He plays for Rangers. Last one. 10. Who is the manager of Everton? David Moyes, Roberto Martinez, Lampard or Ancelotti? Lampard. Time up. Comment down below if I did that in less than 90 seconds. Hopefully I did. Let's see if we get 10 out of 10 though. Answers. 1. C. Correct. 2. A. Correct. 3. B. Correct. 4. D. Correct. 5 is A. Correct. 6 is B. Correct. 7 is C. Correct. 8 is C. Correct. 9 is D. Correct. And 10 is C. Correct. 10 out of 10. Perfecto. The world of women's footy. Your go-to guide to the beautiful game. Return of the Reds. Merseyside Magic. Pump it up. Liverpool's ladies are going up. It's been 2 long years since the Reds played in the WCL, but after winning the championship title, they'll be back in the big time next season. Liverpool have been in flames all season and they beat their closest rivals Bristol City 4-2 to win the trophy with 2 games still left to play. True or false? Learn about the new champs with our mini quiz. Liverpool have won the WCL title twice. True or false? I know they've won it once. And they won it a couple of years ago. Yes, true. Their manager is Matt Beard. True. 3. They've only lost 1 league game this season. That is true. They were relegated from the WCL in 2021. That is false. The captain is Jordan Nobbs. False. Let's see if we got 5 out of 5. 1 is true. 2 is true. 3 is true. 4 is false. 5 is false. 5 out of 5. Semi-standouts. Semi-finals of the Women's Champions League are at the end of April, so here's our potential match winner from each team. Lyon MVP, Ada Hegerberg, striker. PSG MVP, Marie Antoinette Katoto, striker. Semi-final 1, Lyon versus PSG. My prediction, a very close game. Both teams in Ligue 1 have been showing superb quality. I could go for a shock, but I'm going to go for Lyon, beating them 2-1. Barca MVP for the second one, Barcelona versus Wolfsburg. Barca's MVP is Alexia Putellas, midfielder. It's obviously her. Wolfsburg MVP, Tabea Wasmuth, striker. So my prediction for this game, Barcelona have obviously got the more stronger squad. Alexia Putellas won the Ballon d'Or. They could be possibly signing Miedema and more superb quality players in the world of football. They're probably one of the richest clubs in women's footy. I think Barcelona will win the first leg 3-2. Colossal Clásico. El Clásico, the derby between Barcelona and Real Madrid, is one of the biggest matches in the world, and now it's the biggest women's football match ever. A record-breaking 91,553 fans watched Barca beat Real 5-2 recently, beating the previous record which had stood for 23 years. Huge. Off to America. 2 top players have recently left the WCL to head across the pond. Here's what you need to know. Janine Becky, City to Portland Thorns. City games, 49. Man City goals, 6. Janine's new star teammate, Christine Sinclair. Valerie Galvin, Everton to North Carolina Courage. Everton games, 26. Everton goals, 5. Valerie's new star teammate, Debina. Club focus, number 3, Birmingham. Nickname Blues, founded in 1968, 54 years ago. Stadium, St Andrews. Manager, Darren Carter. Captain, Louise Quinn. 2021-22 top scorer, Louis Quinn with 3 goals. Bear in mind that they are last in the WCL. Baller. Skills, tips and tricks from motd mag expert Stobsy. How to score a worldy overhead kick edition. Difficulty rating 4 out of 5 stars. This acrobatic whirlie can come out of absolutely nowhere. It's a perfect way to turn a poo cross or bouncing stray ball into an epic moment. If you can practice this one safely and lock down the technique to ensure you pull it off, some MVP accolades are coming your way. Step 1. The step up. Make sure your back is to goal and you're roughly in line with someone who can feed a looped high ball from short range. Step 2. Lift off. Once the ball's in the air, follow its flight and as it approaches, jump upwards, pushing off from your kicking foot, swinging the other leg upwards to help you propel up into the air. Step 3. Sweet connect. As you fly through the sky, strike the ball using the lace area of your boot, keeping your kicking leg straight as you fall backwards and bringing your non-kicking foot back towards the ground. Timing is everything with this one. Step 4. Time for landing. Put your arms out to your sides as wide as you possibly can, or twist yourself in the air as you're falling. That way you'll be able to limit the impact on your back when you hit the ground. Safety first. 3 key tips to learn this carefully. Practice on a soft surface like a wet pitch, mattress or trampoline. Always have a parent or guardian with you. Fully commit to the movement what you're learning. Going in half-hearted is often more dangerous. Like for a tackle, if you go half-hearted and you just dip your toes into the tackle, you will get injured. But if you put all your full-hearted and your strength into it, then you won't get injured. The boot room. First impression. These are so crisp and clean. You'll be scared to take them out of the box. You're going to have to though, to see all these sweet decals. Nike Mercurial Superfly, the Progress Pack. Nike's newest release is out of this world, literally. They look like what you'd wear to play ball on the moon and will feel almost anti-gravity with how light they are. This is what we reckon of these new booties. Super Sole. The boots look as sick on the inside as they do out. As worn by Cristiano. Ace Extras. A pro pair of these wheels come with this flary boot bag too. Details. Superflies are inspired by a dragonfly's wings, built with just a little material to be super light, making you mega fast. Stobbsy says, these look epic. You'll be flying around the pitch like you've grown a pair of multicoloured wings. Sole plate. It's a subtle look on the base of the foot, but we love that there are flashes of bright blue and yellow there for chasing defenders to see. Not just Nikes. Kipser Agility 500, £19.99. Adidas Game Mode Knit, £60. Puma Future, £26. Colourway. All the brightest colours are back. Now summer is around the corner and these off-white boots have just got the perfect vibes. Built for speed, the boot are designed to cut up ground faster. motd verdict. These boots are as light as a feather, fit super snug thanks to that sock, and might even upgrade your first touch. Plus, they look so good. Veruba impressed. What are you saying? motd mag rating, 9 out of 10. First impression is, the first time I look at this boot, it's a 10. Look how soft, and you can even see through the boot. That's how light it is. It's probably very light, doesn't weigh much. This is for speed and agility, which is absolutely superb. So 10 out of 10 in first impression. The details, they're decent. So 9 out of 10. The sole plate is impressive for me. I'll give it a 9. The colourway, it looks amazing. So I'll give it an 8. Overall, 9.5 out of 10. What a boot though, from Cristiano Ronaldo. He's going to wear them. Aleksandar Mitrovic, Fulham. The Serbian striker just can't stop scoring in the Championship. 45 goals, or it was even 42 or 43 goals. When you're looking through the top goal scorers in this season from every single league, and you're scrolling down, yeah, you see Lewandowski, you see Benzema, and you see all these players, and then you see Mitrovic from Fulham in the Championship. What a player. Scoring lots of goals this season. He's just clinical and you just can't stop the guy. When Fulham were in the Premier League, Mitrovic barely played a game and he missed a penalty in the first game he ever played for Fulham. Fulham struggled in the Premier League, but now they have been promoted, and by a lot as well. With two to 4 games to go, they have won the Championship and they're back up to the Prem. They'll be a bit like Brentford, I feel. They will get mid-table in the first season and not get relegated back down to the Championship. With Fulham, they've had a new Portuguese wonder kid, Fabio Carvalho, who has been impressing lots of English fans. He will be in the Premier League next season, so I can't wait to see how Mitrovic and Fabio Carvalho do, both of them in the front line. Dangerous. It's crazy, but some people think Fulham will even win the Premier League, which I just find optimistic. Stadium Scran ratings. We were snacking at the match, so we've rated stadium food from the top to the less than the top. Amateur tier, popcorn, pizza, Mars, Skittles. Semi-professional tier, chips, Haribo, falafel, Maltesers, mushy peas. Professional tier, fizzy drinks, crisps, hot dog, sausage roll, cup of tea. World class tier, burger, water, fruit pastels, cheesy chips, hot chocolate. Elite tier, pie, Twix or Bovril. Now you're asking, what would I get at a match? I'd probably get a steak pie, cheesy chips and water. Simple. Would you rather? Grab a mate and tackle these 6 huge footballing dilemmas. Number 1, win the Champions League or win the Euros. This is the easiest would you rather ever. Champions League, 1,000,000%. You get more credit for winning the Champions League and it just feels way better. Lots of legendary teams and players have been in this competition. It was created in the 1950s, while the Euros was created in the 1970s and 80s. Pretty new tournament, and I mean, when Italy won it, not many people were excited about it, but if Italy won the World Cup, it will be absolutely surprising and amazing to talk about, and the achievements and everything, accolades, will be absolutely amazing. Number 2, a giant spider in goal for your team, an octopus in goal for your team. Depends what size both of them are. A giant spider, well, it's giant, but I mean, a giant spider is big, but nah, not for me. An octopus in goal. Yeah, I'd probably go for an octopus in goal. With its 8 arms swinging and just saving absolutely every single shot. Stretching, probably like Thibaut Courtois, very tall, or Edouard Mendy. Both 6'5", 6'6". 3, a dribbling sesh with Kylian Mbappe or a shooting sesh with Erling Haaland. I could dribble very well, but my shooting is questionable at times, so I'd rather have a shooting sesh with Erling Haaland. He could show me how to score many goals, even though this season I've got about 9 goals, which is decent as a winger. Number 4, play a game in builder's boots or play a game in ballerina shoes. I'd probably play a game in builder's boots. Maybe, yeah, they've got like long thing at the top, but I think it'll be alright to do. Maybe not much grip, but ballerina shoes will not have grip at all. They might even slide off your feet from time to time. Builder's boot have got laces so you can adjust the tightness, so I'd probably play a game in builder's boots. Number 5, play a season in the Bundesliga, play a season in the Serie A. Serie A is more competitive. Bundesliga is just Bayern, Dortmund, Leipzig and Mönchengladbach, but it's Bayern winning it every single season. If I play for Bayern Munich, I would go play a season in the Bundesliga. The Serie A is a defensive league, like defensive teams with lots of defending involved. There's a lot of attack, but mostly defending the goal, not letting anyone score. In the Bundesliga, opposite way, more attacking, and the defence is shocking. I'll be honest. Compared to the top 5 leagues, shocking in my opinion. Last one, your club sign your favourite player or Lionel Messi play for England. Your club sign your favourite player. There's no point of having Messi play for England because he's 34 years old. I mean, it would be amazing to have Messi play for England, but I don't think he'll have much of an impact on England already because he won't fit into the system in my opinion. He's a one-man team in my opinion, but you've got likes of Harry Kane, Raheem Sterling, and you've got lots of amazing youngsters coming through the ranks. We've got Trent Alexander-Arnold, who's best right back in the world. You've got Phil Foden, Mason Mount, Declan Rice. Declan Rice worth about £100 million. Your club sign your favourite player. That could be anyone. I mean, if I wanted Ronaldo to come to Chelsea because he's my favourite player, for example, he'd be there. So I'd rather have your club sign your favourite player. That is the end of another Match of the Day magazine video. Like I said at the start of the video, if you haven't already, please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. I love reading your comments and replying to them down below. Also, check out my World Cup ball series. Check out more Match of the Day magazine videos if you haven't already seen any and you want to see more. I've got hundreds of episodes that you would love to see. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.